Ninja!
Yep.
Let us see what is so ninja like about
Yeah,
this.
it's the Ask a Ninja Ninja.
What the hell is he doing here? Just taking on the job of being hired to kill one knave?
Apparently. In any case, do you wish to climb an adjoining staircase to give chase or to leave the inn by the front door?
There's no point. Ninjas are faster than humans. Then again, we are not humans either. So follow him. Follow that ninja.
Yeah, let's try to catch the guy.
Yep.
You race up the staircase and kick open the door through which the black-clad archer disappeared. Inside you discover a group of gamblers standing at a circular table with playing cards in their hands. They're all risen from the seats to look at something on the far side of the room. When you follow their gaze, you see it is the archer. He's climbing through an open window onto a balcony outside. Do you wish to use your bow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swiftly unshoulder your bow, draw an arrow from your quiver, and take hard aim as the man in black leaps from the window's ledge onto the balcony. Give in here, roll a die and add 3.
Okay. 11.
Of course. The tip of your arrow clips the man's calf and you hear him yelp with pain. But the wound is superficial and it does not prevent him from making his escape out onto the balcony. With weapon in hand, you climb out the window. You are expecting the archer to attack you when you appear, but the balcony is deserted. He has disappeared. Then your keen eyes notice fresh bloodstains on the balcony rail, and you catch a glimpse of movement on the roof of the building opposite. It is the archer. Despite his wounded leg, he has leapt across the narrow street and is now making his escape across the rooftops of the north quarter. With the grace of a panther, you spring onto the balcony rail and leap across to the roof opposite. Without breaking your stride, you set off after the fleeing assassin and pursue him to the edge of a flat-topped warehouse at the end of Tavern Lane. Here...
I admit... Oh, sorry.
No, do continue.
I admit this guy is sort of professional. He suffered a, well, not mortal, but still pretty severe injury, and still he keeps on running. So, yeah. Kudos on his part.
Here, a plank of wood has been laid down to span the gap of 50 feet to the rooftop opposite. The man limps across the plank and then kicks it away to prevent you from following him. Do you wish to try to leap across the gap anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, let's jump. Jump.
Sure, let's try.
You sheath your weapon, run to the edge of the warehouse, and launch yourself towards the roof of the building opposite. Give an ear, roll a die, and add 3.
12.
Of course. You make the jump look effortless as you glide through the air and make a perfect landing on the opposite roof.
Huh.
Yeah. Because the die just never rolls low. For a moment, the black...
Two. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
You know, normally a die should roll low half the time. You do know that's how a die works, right?
Yes, but not in this case, it does not.
No, I'm just pointing out you are really lucky with that freaking die.
Yeah, and I could not be happier for it.
For a moment, the black-clad archer halts beside a tall chimney stack and turns around to look at you. He's clearly worried by how efficiently you are pursuing him. Then 3 other shadowy figures emerge from behind the stack and stand at his shoulder. Silently they stare at you for a few moments before one of their number raises his hand and hurls a glassy sphere in your direction. The sphere shatters at your feet, and in an instant your legs are engulfed by a writhing mass of magical vines.
So this is sort of like a... Well, they're not going to be popular, those items.
What?
Actually, they could be quite useful, you know, to stop the extinction of plant in certain areas.
Oh, I see. Oh well.
By the time you have freed yourself, you discover that the assassin and his confederates are nowhere to be seen. Cautiously you approach the chimney stack where you find lying at its base a palm-sized coin of black metal engraved with runes. You pick up this disc and slip it into the pocket of your tunic. You've gotten runic disc as a special item.
Let me see. Runic disc, runic disc.
Having lost sight of the 4 shadowy figures, you decide now to call off the chase. Warily, you make your way down from the roof and retrace your steps back to the stables of the Crooked Sage in order to collect your horse. As soon as the stable boy has saddled Bracer, you mount up and leave the inn at a gallop. You decide to forego sleep this night and begin your journey north without further delay. Shortly.
Wait a minute. This horse get a name too?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
Blazer, was it not right?
Bracer, yes.
Racer, okay.
Shortly past midnight, you pass through Helgor's ruined east gate and head off along a rotted track that winds a northeasterly route towards the River Storm. The moon is full and this rough trail is illuminated clearly by its cold, ashen night. Far to the north, an electrical storm is brewing. Flashes of forked lightning light up the horizon and the sky, and the hills echo to the rumble of distant thunder. You have covered a little more than 10 miles when the trail gradually peters out. You continue on across soft heathland for a few miles further until you find another trail, muddier than the first. Fresh tracks are printed in its surface, leading off towards the northeast. Curious as to the origin, you dismount and take a closer look. Roll the die, and add what would that be? 4?
Is it?
Yes, add 4.
Oh, 6 then.
Huh. You advance Kai skills and the mud makes it easy for you to tell that these tracks were made by humans traveling on foot. You count 8 different pairs of footprints, 6 made by sandaled feet, and 2 by heavy hobnailed boots. The tracks are 2 days old and they're all heading in a northeasterly direction. That means you actually rode low this time. Yeah.
Yes.
Finally, it confirms my theory that it works whenever I complain.
And you love complaining about it.
Yeah, like last time I complained about it, you got your ass handed to you by that Minotaur. I think I'm starting to figure out how to handle this die.
Yeah, I hope you're satisfied. Yeah. It does not make our job any easier.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Dearie, are you okay?
I'm fine, just laughing a little bit.
A little bit? I was worried you were going to choke there.
And you make Gavinia laugh her ass off.
Yeah, I'm very good at that, in fact. Though this time, I must admit, I was a bit worried. The muddy track... What?
Although I still feel like saying stop complaining because it is sort of bad luck on our part.
Well, that's the point now, isn't it? It's no fun for me if you don't get your... what expression should I use? Let's just say that I want to see you suffer occasionally. You had too long a streak of things just going your way. The muddy track climbs to the peak of a ridge and then makes a twisting descent to a copse of sickly-looking trees clustered at the base of a gully. You notice that the night wind has gradually been getting warmer, and as you reach the copse, a few drops of rain begin to spatter the shoulders of your cloak. Within minutes, this gentle shower is transformed into a torrential downpour. Suddenly, thunder booms overhead, and forks of white lightning streaks down to explode among the surrounding trees, setting them on fire. Fearful of the danger, you peer through the wall of rain in search of a safe shelter. Aided by your Kai senses, you detect 2 possible refuge from the storm: an overhanging ledge of rock and the entrance to an old mine shaft. Where do you wish to shelter?
I would say the mine shaft.
What say ye, warlord?
What's the other option?
A ledge of rock.
I would say a mine shaft too.
Well then, let's crawl down the shaft.
Yeah, I do not really want to add the whole rock and roll to our death list.
Yeah. You urge Bracer up a treacherous slick path that leads to the entrance. Without once faltering on the difficult ascent, he carries you to the top of the path where 2 rusty wagons rail disappear into the mine shaft's shadowy maw. You approach, and the instant you are out of the rain, your keen sixth sense alerts you to the fact that you are not the only ones seeking shelter here. The scent of greasy fur and the glint of 2 grey-green eyes in the gloom tells you that you stumble upon the lair of a mountain wolf. And there's a picture.
Have a look.
It's a cute little puppy.
Yeah.
Let us have a look. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Wolf, but if you attack me, I think I shall slice you into itty-bitty pieces.
Yeah. The wolf growls menacingly, and Bracer backs away in fright. Quickly, you prepare to use your Magna skill of animal control to calm this beast before its hunger or its fear makes it attack. Your basic car skills are sufficient to calm the wolf, but he is clearly agitated by the scent and presence of your horse. Confused and frustrated by its conflicting instincts, the wolf retreats into the depths of the mineshaft where it howls throughout the remainder of the night. Unable to sleep because of the wolf's incessant cries, you spend the next 5 hours in quiet discomfort waiting for the storm to subside. You lose 2 endurance points.
And at some point,
Damn.
I get the feeling Lone Wolf is sort of like, that's a stone. Shut up, you goddamn wolf!
Yeah.
Good God.
Did you say something, Givenir?
This thing is cute.
Yeah.
Let's
It
keep
is howling all the night and preventing us from sleeping.
Well, you didn't. Well, you only had basic animal mastery, so yeah. Wanna do better than this? You have to take the upgraded version.
Then yeah, maybe we can do that next time. So when we run into such a cute little beast, we can keep it. Bring it home and keep it as guard dog.
I can sort of get behind, owning a wolf. Or a lynx for that case's sake, but yeah, nothing bigger.
One of those large worms we ran into earlier, it was so damn adorable.
Yeah. The first light of dawn brings with it a dramatic change in the weather. The storm has ended and the sky is now bright and clear, but on the distant horizon you can still see flashes of lightning and hear thunder rumbling in the mountains. You leave the old mine and urge Bracer down the muddy slope towards the track, most of which you discover has been washed away by last night's storm. The damp
That
earth...
is a brave horse.
Yeah. The damp earth is steaming in the unusual heat of the morning sun, and the air crackles with an eerie residue of static electricity. You continue your ride through the hills without stopping until shortly after midday you come to a derelict hovel which stands at the edge of a marshy peat bog. Your keen senses inform you that there is somebody inside, and spurred on by curiosity, you resolve to find out who they are. You dismount and leave Bracer's feet on the marsh grass while you go forward to investigate the hovel on foot. You are 20 feet away from its rotting wooden door when suddenly it creaks open and you see an old man standing in the doorway. He is smiling at you.
Okay, that's not a good sign.
Immediately you recognize the man. He is Gwynion, the Sage of Vareta. Welcome, Grandmaster. It's been a long time since we last met. Come, step into my humble abode. The time has come once more for us to discuss the future.
Aha. As he commands.
Do you remember him?
Yep.
Was he not the guy that gave us that prophecy sorry, cannot really remember.
He gave you a prophecy, and then you met him in person somewhere, and then you had to flee the city afterwards.
Yep.
Gwynion leads you into the derelict hovel and offers you a seat next to an ancient table carved from stone. Then he lowers himself carefully into a chair opposite and looks deeply into us. Lord Remoa sent word to me in Vareta that you were on your way here, he says, taking a parchment envelope from the folds of his robes. I and my fellow sages have been observing the skies in this region for many months, and we are sure that an event of great and terrible importance is close at hand. The stars and the storms portend that an evil power is soon to appear on Magnamund. Could it be the rising of Vashna? You ask, staring towards your fear. Yes, we believe it to be Vashna. Unless you can prevent it, Lone Wolf, the Dark Lord and his army will rise from the Mogan Gorge.